Hello, Leo. Welcome to your weekly reading for February 19th to the 25th. This is for Leo and Leo rising, and we're going to jump right into it because this is another loaded week. Now, you're going through so much partnership, relationship activity. You should be, whether work or career. You could feel some radical changes happening in those departments in your life, even like BFF energy. Just think of like one-on-one energy, but there could have been, with all these conjunctions, right? Some maybe like you've been conjuring these like really deep desires, or maybe they happened. And a lot of empowerment energy, a lot of you really having this vision for your future, and a lot of taking action toward it. And you're going to still feel it this week. You're in fact like for the next month, because on Sunday, on the 18th, even before this week begins, we move into Pisces season. This is really big. This is really huge for you. Now, the sun in Pisces, very, very like intuitive energy, a lot of spiritual energy, a lot of like meditative, like even like reflection, like self-reflection. You're going to feel a lot of that this week. And I'm going to tell you why. Out of all the signs, you're definitely going to feel a lot of this. It is going to be a time where, something that's coming through is just don't fight. Like there's going to be like moments of intuition that you may feel, and like just feeling a little bit more, spiritually aware. Don't fight any of those feelings. It feels like there's a lot happening for y'all. But one of the reasons why is when you look at the full picture here, Saturn is in Pisces along with Neptune, okay? And so now we got the sun in Pisces, but Saturn in Pisces, this is all in your 8th house, Leo. The 8th house is transformation. It's death and rebirth. It's huge. There is this level of depth, okay, that you're going through in terms of this big transformation. Even like intimacy, if you're here for that. But that really is going to be like, you're just going to feel a lot more now. Saturn is moving forward. You're feeling a lot more of Saturn. It's like, Saturn is a taskmaster planet. It is a planet of hard knocks. And, it is like climbing a mountain. You have to ask yourself, like, am I prepared for this? Am I wearing the proper shoes or, flip-flops? Like, do I have enough water, or did I just bring, energy drinks? Like what, be prepared to climb this mountain, because everything that you want is at the top. Okay. And you can, and you will be rewarded, because that's the other thing about Saturn, is that even though Saturn is the, planet of like responsibilities and whatnot, Saturn rewards you in the end. So you're coming out like this butterfly, right? So I really like that. And, one of the reasons why I'm talking about Saturn right now is because we are leading up to the big Saturn Cazimi next week, which we'll talk about next week. But right now, it really is just like, there could be a lot of deep transformative moments that are happening for you. Okay. The other thing is money could be a big thing for you this week. All right. I wouldn't be surprised. One of the other things the 8th house rules is shared resources. So it could be money in terms of investments, inheritance, bonuses, commissions, debts, paying off debts, things like that. Your partner's income, like joint bank accounts. So there could be activity there. All right. There could be activity there with, all this activity in Pisces, which is your 8th house. Now, on Wednesday, oh gosh, even before you go to Wednesday, let me tell you why this is going to be a week where you may feel a lot of intuitive energy, is because the very first half of the week, the moon's in Cancer. All right. So the moon rules Cancer. This is very watery with Cancer and Pisces, 2 water signs, right? A lot of activity in these signs for the first half of the week. So you could feel very nurturing. You could feel like very emotional around this time, like heightened emotions, but in a good way, like really, really examining that now. But the moon in Cancer, that's your 12th house of the subconscious and intuition, hidden things like that. So you may be unrooting things now, letting some parts of you go, and so you can, become that butterfly. All right. So it is definitely going to be a very like intuitively active week for you, and I want you to like really just trust your intuition throughout this week. Now on Wednesday, we get to the this is the 21st Wednesday. We get to the Venus conjuncting Mars. This is huge. This is really big. Remember, this is happening in Aquarius. Now, Venus conjuncting Mars is a very powerful, I can't even begin to tell you. This is really big. It's happening in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. So if you are not here for love or romance, because this is Venus and Mars getting together, career. So there could be something here, something very powerful. The reason I say that is because Venus and Mars are still in Aquarius, even though we're in Pisces season now. Venus and Mars is in Aquarius with Pluto. Okay. Pluto, boom, like Pluto is power. And so there is this charge about this day. And so remember that. Here's the thing. We can look back and see what happened for us, right? Based on these, aspects and transits and whatnot. We cannot here because we've never had Pluto in Aquarius. No human being alive right now has experienced Pluto in Aquarius. It hasn't happened in 250 years. So now we have this element of Pluto along with it. So even though you can't look back at some of the, what may have happened last time Venus conjuncted Mars to get an idea of what may happen, and that was 2 years ago, by the way, you can create this new path for yourself for your future. And so really, really think about that. I mean, this is Venus and Mars. I think you may have to, that's a sign to really think about this day. Okay. That is a sign to really think about this day. It's going to be very important and you can use it to your advantage. So please use it to your advantage because it's not just Venus and Mars here. You got a three-way dance with Pluto joining in as well. So you could feel with just Venus and Mars, very charismatic this day. You're Leos, you're naturally charismatic. But you could also feel a lot of charisma, from other people as well. I want you to remember Mars is very masculine, right? Venus is very feminine. Mars is very aggressive. Venus is very diplomatic. So, opposites do attract. And when these two planets get together, the stars do align. Now, if you are single or maybe even looking for a new job, remember you have a lot of activity in your 10th house of career, okay? Use this day to your advantage, okay? Really, really use this, okay, to empower yourself, to seek things that you need. One thing I'm going to mention is that Aquarius does rule technology. Get on dating apps, okay? Get on dating apps. And also, LinkedIn if you are looking for things in that area, but there's just so much chemistry between Mars and Venus, and yes, sexual chemistry is a big thing here, okay? But if you're not here for that, again, creativity is a big thing. This maybe new ideas, you could feel emotionally moved by creative things as well. But another thing is that Aquarius does rule astrology and all things space basically, and so you could have these really cosmic, kismet, karmic, divine moments this day. It is just a day to remember and take advantage. This is a day where you just don't want to be, sitting at home and binging Love is Blind all day. You want to do something around this day. Now, on the 22nd, Mercury moves into Pisces. This is really great. I say this is poetry in motion. This is a lot of imagination at play. You could be very dreamy too. And pay attention to your dreams. Again, that is going to be a big thing right now. All right. Your dreams could be telling you things. This is a very spiritual week. And so a lot of intuitive energy around this time. Mercury will be in Pisces for a few weeks. So one thing that I do have to mention is that there is this tendency to it is imagination, right? So with Saturn being here, it's really nice. It's making you turning all your dreams that you want for yourself, things that you envision for yourself, and bringing reality to it. Okay. This is, at this point, we have the Sun, Mercury, Neptune, and Saturn in Pisces in your 8th house of transformation. All right. So this is definitely going to be a big time for you, a big week for you. Now on the 23rd, Venus is going to square Jupiter, and y'all, Jupiter and Saturn, they're so harmonious right now. This is a day where it's just if you feel things are just just go have fun. Just take a break, socialize. You're gonna appreciate it. Okay. Now on the 24th, we get to the full moon in Virgo. This is when we really feel possibly some money matters happening. Okay. Because already you have so many planets in Pisces in your 8th house, which yes, transformation, but it's also shared resources, other people's money, investments, inheritance, bonuses, commissions, as I said earlier. But this full moon in Virgo is in your 2nd house of salary. Okay. there could be something here, something illuminated about that, some activity around there, income, things like that, finances. Now, this is a full moon in Virgo, so very practical, very like, routine schedules, but a lot of reflecting on that now. Okay, it is a full moon. Full moons illuminate, they also culminate. Now, here's what I want you to do, Leo. I want you to think about what happened for you September 14th, 2023. All right. Think around that time. Around that time, what were intentions you were setting? What were things that you wanted? What were things that you were planning around that time? Conversations you were having. Think about that, okay? Because you might find some activity now, something culminating, something like maybe a turning point in that this full moon corresponds to, September 14th, 2023. So the other thing about this full moon is that Saturn will be opposite the moon, and Mercury now. So can feel a little like around something, but it really is time to put something to bed. Remember, full moons culminate, all right? And this is in your second house. The other thing is, because it is a second house is also self-worth and it's self-value and it's material things. Like you could be trying to, get rid of a house or something, sell a house, or do you know what I mean? Like just something. It's time to let something go. It's time to let something go because you've made these commitments for new things and you may be making commitments to new things now. So just keep this in mind. The other thing about this full moon in Virgo is that, yes, Jupiter is at play and Jupiter will be trining this full moon. So you can find a lot of luck around this day too. It's a big full moon. It's a complicated full moon. It's a big full moon, but it is a full moon where it is time to reflect on possibly things that have to do with your self-worth, confidence, value you bring to things, as well as money, income, finances, things like that. So with that said, Leo, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you for February 19th to the 25th. Again, this is for Leo and Leo rising. If you want to read for your moon and your Venus, if you know your birth chart, your placements, you're absolutely welcome to. Clearly, we have a full moon in Virgo. You may want to read for your moon if you want more insight. Venus, obviously very active with that conjunction and that square. Let's see what's going on for you, Leo. All right, for February 19th to the 25th. I don't think I took a breath that entire time. Leo, listen. I do a traditional called a cross spread. Really does offer the best overview, in my opinion. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Leo, you're amazing. I love y'all. Y'all, come on. I love y'all. Y'all are so good to me. And thank you so much for being here. You're good. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, you're good. I want to say like you're Titanic. That word came from Titan. If we're tracing it back to Greek, it's like okay, let's get started. You're good. You're really, really good. I know I ramble. Let's get started. You did get the King of Pentacles, but you may have noticed you also got the Queen of Pentacles. When I talk about money and wealth, it is definitely going to be a thing for you. Now, King of Pentacles, hello, you're good. You're absolutely good. Some of y'all may be here for career. I wouldn't be surprised. Remember, Jupiter and Uranus are in your 10th house of career. You may be finding luck in those areas of your life. I say that because King of Pentacles is Taurus. Now, he is the richest king, so a lot of y'all could be feeling that wealth in your life. He holds the golden scepter. That golden scepter creates all this abundance, all this wealth. It's so nice to see the King of Pentacles pop up in your spread. Now, so you could be feeling that. Again, it can be even like in terms of like, the King of Pentacles is a big protector. He's a big provider, right? Also very pragmatic, very practical. So it could be like this sense of like your self-worth. Like I feel really good because I've been making things work in my world and things have been great in my world. And I feel this abundance in terms of like my home life or my, career life or whatever resonates with you. But just know that you're good. You can't even distinguish. Look at that. You can't even distinguish the harvest from his robe. I mean, come on. And you see his robe. I've said this before. He did not get that at Target. That is custom made. When I say he's rich, he's rich. A lot of wealth. Okay. Love that for you. Now, you also got strength. Your card, Leo, your card in the heart of your spread. You're good. You're good. It's almost like you're tapping into your inner Leo and your inner lion and just being your authentic self this week and just feeling this empowerment and courage, and you're absolutely good. There's so much like potential that's showing up in your spread here. I really love this. Just hold on to that courage. Again, you are climbing this mountain and having this big transformation, but with that spiritual energy, it is showing up here. Also, you know, with the strength card, I mean, you do see the infinity symbol overhead, but more importantly, you see that she is taming a lion. Okay, so there's synergy here. Okay, and this is not just a woman taming a lion, it's the lion allowing her. Okay, you can't just go up to the Bronx Zoo and just go up to a lion and just give it a big hug. It doesn't happen in real life, but it works here. Okay, so this is representing that interaction. So where do you find that source of strength? Tap into that this week, okay? It can be God, it can be the universe, it can be your children, it can be your, you know, favorite flannel shirt, whatever it is. Wherever you find that, you know, strength, really hone in on that this week, because you also got the Three of Swords. Okay, so the Three of Swords showing up, I'm not even getting like a big energy about this. There is definitely something that is going to be it's almost like, you know, something's got to go. If you don't yet, you will. And when it comes to that point, you're going to be like, bye-bye. And it may hurt a little bit. Okay. It may hurt a little bit. I'm getting more of like, it might hurt someone else. And there is this like pain of like, oh my gosh, I'm hurting this person. Like I'm breaking up with this person, or I've worked for this person for 15 years and they trust me and they can't run, you know, this, you know, business without me, but I just got this new opportunity. You know, there is going to be a possible something there, but it also can be you. It is, you know, a point where there could be something happens this week where you feel emotionally impacted. All right. But again, it just feels, look at your spread. It just feels like it may be something that you're prepared for anyway. And you know that there is going to be like a sting behind it, but you're prepared. But again, for some of y'all, it may be something that is, you're already feeling it. Like, I know I have to do this. I'm tapping into my inner strength and courage to end this, or to have something. And it could even be just like, okay, like I've been in this relationship. We've been going steady for 5 years now. When's he going to pop the question? This is going to, like, you know, it's starting to hurt. I got to do something about it. So there is going to be something emotionally impactful this week. Okay. But just, you know, you're the lion. Like, let everyone hear you roar. Let everyone hear you roar. But definitely some emotional impact. You see, it's the only minor arcana, by the way. You got all these court cards, all these major arcanas. Like, this is definitely going to be a significant week for you, but a lot of empowerment energy. Also, can I remind you, by the way, that this is the year of 8. 2024 is the year of 8 in numerology. Strength card is 8. And 8 in numerology is like abundance and wealth and prosperity and success. So you're really great because you also got the star. Okay, card 17. 1 7 equals 8. It is 8 stars. They're all 8 pointed. Okay, referencing the strength card, card 8. So with that said, there could be a lot of emphasis in your 8th house because there's 4 planets there. But even so, like your transformation, but even so, you got the star. Okay, this is really amazing. All right, this star is Aquarius. All right, don't forget that. So there could be some like, again, partnerships, relationship energy happening this week. Aquarius rules your 7th house of partnerships, relationships. One-on-one partnerships can be love, career, can be romance, can be a BFF. What, you know, your mailman, whatever resonates with you, right? But even still, there is so much healing in this card. So again, with this 3 of Swords, it just feels like it's like you're going to be prepared for it, but there still may be like, it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. I just quoted Boys to Men. Now, the star in your crown. So this is stars aligning for you. And so you do have a vision for yourself. You do see, you know, how you want the stars to fall for you. You see like things, there is almost like a sense of like things coming together and you mapping things out. But I really love this because you also got Justice. And if you saw your last week's reading, you know, Justice was a big player now in the main spread. Some of y'all are thinking of getting married or doing something with marriage, or there also could be, you know, Justice here's the thing. You've got your North Node, and North Node is in Aries, right? That's your ninth house. So you've already got your North Node there, and now you've got the Justice card. So yeah, there could be some legal matters this thing too, especially with all this activity in your eighth house anyway. But it seems like there is this sense of like justice that you seek this week, and there's this sense of like doing the right thing. But also remember, I said there's that karmic energy this week that you'll feel, and karma is highly associated with the Justice card. So always be working with your karma, all right? And anything that you do not need, in your head, you do not need this. And it could even be something in your head like, why am I thinking this way? I'm just going to let that go. Use that sword. That's why the judge has a sword here. Cut it. All right. Remember, we have a full moon in Virgo where it's all about letting things go. You're good. Yeah. I mean, you have the Queen of Pentacles in your future. You're good. Leo. Why are you looking at me like that? No, I'm joking. You have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. You got the pair here, okay? The difference between the King and the Queen, the King is more like exterior. The powers of the King are mostly and their energies are more like outer, right? Queen's more inner. You can even see the difference here. The King of Pentacles, his hand on top of the pentacle, he's owning his wealth. He's owning his money, and his, it has that sense of authority of yeah, I'm the man. Now you see the Queen, her hand's under the pentacle. So very giving, very giving. You're really good here. The Queen of Pentacles showing up is just saying that, listen, you've got the pair here. There's going to be, it's almost like you're flanked by all this abundance and wealth. You're moving into it to a place where you're building this world for yourself. There's a lot of when I see the Queen of Pentacles, I always think of a fairy tale. Okay. It looks like a fairy tale to me. Like it's ripped out of the pages of some fairy tale. You can even see the rabbit here in the corner, right? Hidden, representing growth and fertility and whatnot. But with the Queen of Pentacles, she does have the resources to build the world that she wants to live in. Okay. Not only her, but her family, her squad, whoever it is. It really is. Again, she has the resources to do that. All right. You will. You're good. Let's get to your stuff. Leo, come on. Y'all are amazing. If you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you subscribe, leave comments. Talk to me. What's going on? Leo, what's going on with y'all? Y'all are amazing. And if you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. Y'all are amazing. I wouldn't be here without you. So I am truly grateful. I really do appreciate it. And you're good. There's a lot. You're fine. You're good. You're good. I mean, yeah. Okay. So let's get started. You got the Ace of Wands. Listen, just be you. Be you. That's all I'm going to say. There's new things that you want. There's new things you're going to get. Okay. Just keep climbing that mountain. All right. So maybe put the flip flops in your backpack, put on some really good hiking boots, and just keep climbing that mountain. You see the leaves sprouting from that wand, right? So there's a lot of potential here. There's a lot of growth, and wands are the fire element. Okay. So, and you being a fire sign, so there's this spirit that's coming through this, yeah, I'm ready, to continue moving forward. And, there is this sense of, it almost seems like there is something that's already begun, something new that has already begun for you. And if you think about your last spread, you did get the full out of your spread, right? Yeah, you did. And with the Ace of Pentacles, I mean, so there is something new. Just keep planting seeds, keep, trusting your intuition. Again, really big thing, but just don't stop going after your passions now. Okay. Continue to, and plant seeds if you want to. I say it all the time, you don't have to have a certain aspect. Manifest every day. You're always going to keep your energy levels, your frequencies high. Now you also got the Seven of Cups, so there is a sense of y'all maybe thinking okay, there are some I got some opportunities, I got some options. You really got to know what you want. Remember, intuition. But from the get-go, I said, trust your intuition, right? Just work with that energy. And now with the Seven of Cups showing up, really, really know what you want, and don't get distracted by things. Really, really stay focused and hold on to this, the Strength card, having that inner courage, that inner strength, and for the things that you want. So there is a sense of, with the Seven of Cups showing up in your external factors area, there could also be something that, it's almost like a dangling carrot where it's almost like too good to be true. So be aware of those. And in order to be aware of those, you have to trust your intuition, right? But again, it's just saying, know what you want. Know what you want. Is that another sign that church bell's ringing? You hear that? You got the emperor. You're good. You're fine. Come on. You're good. You're good. I mean, this is like the empowerment that you seek is coming. And again, it's just, feeling empowered, right? You want to feel empowered rather than like powerless. You want to feel like liberated too, and not limited. There's so much potential here and so much like goodness. But yep, this is you seeking that point where it's not even all about, power. It's what's coming up for me. And one of the main things about the emperor, it is mastery of self, knowing who you are, being your authentic self. But there is a sense of like, also like a lot of wisdom here. There's a lot of, protection too. I mean, you even see the armor that he's wearing under his red robe, red for like passion and power. So it is something, it seems like you are wanting to move in that direction where you have a lot more say, you have a lot more, power. Okay, we'll keep it at power because you also got the Page of Wands. So you're good. You're absolutely good. You got the Ace of Wands, you got the Page of Wands. Wands, again, your passions, ideas, creativity, a lot of that, but also a lot of work related, career related matters as well. But at the end of the day, it's just like, what is this new passion that you seek? And really, really, again, just move toward it. And again, creativity is such a big thing here. But the Page of Wands, what I love about the Page of Wands is that very, very transformative energy exists with the Page of Wands. Especially, you even see the pyramids in the background. I call them resurrection machines. But look how compelled he is by that wand. So be compelled by the things that you want, your hopes and wishes, your dreams, everything that you're building for yourself. But Leo, I've got to say, this is one of your best readings. Okay, it's one of your best readings. Listen. For a week where we have the moon in Cancer and this really like deep, full moon in Virgo, yeah, it's going to be an emotional week. Everyone's going to feel emotional, but look at you go. Look at you go. There is going to be some things that you may have an emotional impact, but you're good. And it looks like there is something new brewing for you anyway. Just continue. You have so much potential here. It's insane. And then, the fact that, out of your entire spread, you only got 2 minor arcanas. Come on. This is going to be a big week, one of your biggest weeks, and one of your best spreads. So, Leo, thanks so much. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, talk to me. What's going on, Leo? Tell me what's going on. Next week, it gets that's when we have our Saturn Kazemi. We have a Mercury Kazemi as well. All right, so we'll talk about that next week. These are big. Happening the same date. These are big. We have a lot of Jupiter activity too, really great Jupiter aspects. So yeah, a lot of y'all can feel that in career and fame and public recognition, honors, social status. You got the Emperor. I mean, like, you're good. Okay, we'll talk about that next week. Thanks so much, Leo. I'll see you next week. Okay, bye-bye.